Hello and welcome to Budapest, where the majestic Danube River flows between two distinct worlds. I'm Ava, and today we're transporting you to one of Europe's most captivating capitals through the magic of virtual reality. Known as the Pearl of the Danube, Budapest has witnessed centuries of triumph and turmoil, from its glory days as co-capital of the Austro-Hungarian Empire to its remarkable rebirth after World War II and the fall of communism. The Danube doesn't merely divide Budapest, it defines it. This mighty river has witnessed the city's entire history, from Roman settlements to modern-day Hungary. Let's virtually float down its waters to discover the architectural treasures on both banks. The iconic Széchenyi chain bridge was the first permanent connection between Buda and Pest, completed in 1849. It represented a literal and symbolic unification of what were once separate cities. Each of Budapest's bridges tells a story. The Liberty Bridge, with its distinctive green colour and Hungarian coat of arms, was built for the 1896 Millennium Exhibition, celebrating 1,000 years since Hungarian tribes arrived in the region. Since 2009, Budapest's bridges have been artistically illuminated each night, transforming the Danube into a ribbon of light. The chain bridge glows white, while others showcase Hungary's national colours of red, white and green. The Hungarian Parliament building is not merely a government building, but a monument to Hungarian nationalism and independence. When construction began in 1885, Hungary was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire and wanted a parliament building that would outshine Vienna's. The exterior features 88 statues, representing Hungarian rulers and military leaders. Look closely at the stonework and you'll notice it's gradually darkening from the bottom up. That's because the building's porous limestone absorbs Budapest's air pollution, requiring continuous restoration. Inside, beneath the magnificent central dome, rests the Holy Crown of Hungary. Dating to the 12th century, this crown was once stolen by the CIA during the Cold War and kept in Fort Knox until being returned to Hungary in 1978. Budapest's history reflects the turbulent story of Central Europe. The city has been ruled by Mongols, Ottomans, Habsburgs, Nazis, and Soviets. It was heavily damaged in World War II and was the site of the failed but inspirational 1956 uprising against Soviet control. Beneath Budapest lies a hidden world, a vast network of thermal springs that have made this city famous for wellness since Roman times. The city sits on more than 100 hot springs that deliver 70 million litres of therapeutic waters daily. The Széchenyi Baths, opened in 1913, represent the grandest of Budapest's thermal experiences. Even in winter, when steam rises dramatically from the outdoor pools, locals gather here to soak and socialise. Many play chess on floating boards, a tradition dating back generations. Each of Budapest's historic baths has its own character. The Gellert baths, part of the famous Hotel Gellert, showcase magnificent Art Nouveau mosaics and stained glass, making your soak a cultural experience as well as a therapeutic one. Rising 170 metres above the Danube, Castle Hill has been the heart of Budapest since the 13th century. The current Buda Castle, with its distinctive green dome, dates primarily to the mid-1700s, though the site has hosted royal residences since medieval times. What you see today is just a fraction of the original castle complex. Much of the medieval and Renaissance structures were destroyed during the 1686 siege that ended 145 years of Ottoman Turkish rule, and again in 1944-45 when Nazi and Soviet forces battled for control of Budapest. Matthias Church, with its distinctive diamond-pimented roof tiles and neo-Gothic spire, has witnessed 8 centuries of Hungarian history, including the coronation of the last Habsburg rulers, Emperor Franz Joseph and Empress Elizabeth, Sissi, in 1867. The fairy tale-like Fisherman's Bastion was actually built quite recently, between 1895 and 1902, to celebrate the 1000th anniversary of the Hungarian state. Its 7 towers represent the 7 Magyar tribal leaders who founded Hungary in 895 CE. Hungarian cuisine tells the story of a nation at the crossroads of Europe, with influences from Turkish, Austrian, German and Slavic culinary traditions, all adapted to local tastes and ingredients. Central to Hungarian cuisine is paprika, a spice that arrived with Ottoman Turks in the 16th century and became so integral to Hungarian cooking that many foreigners can't imagine Hungarian food without it. Though many associate goulash with Hungary, few realise it originated as a portable meal for Hungarian herdsmen, gulyás. They would dry meat and vegetables, carry them in bags made from sheep stomachs, and rehydrate them over campfires, an early version of instant soup. Budapest's cafe culture rivals Vienna's, with historic coffee houses that served as the intellectual and artistic hearts of the city. The New York Cafe, opened in 1894, was so beloved that legend claims when it first opened, a writer threw its keys into the Danube so it could never close. Many visitors don't realise that Harry Houdini, the world-famous escape artist, was born Erich Weiss in Budapest in 1874 before emigrating to America as a child. Today, a small museum celebrates his Hungarian origins and showcases memorabilia from his extraordinary career. When communism fell in 1989, Hungary faced a question: what to do with the massive Soviet monuments that dominated public spaces? Rather than destroying this difficult heritage, Budapest created Memento Park, an open-air museum where 42 communist-era statues stand as reminders of the past. One of Budapest's most unusual attractions is the Children's Railway in the Buda Hills. As the name suggests, this fully functioning narrow-gauge railway is operated almost entirely by children aged 10-14, who serve as conductors, ticket sellers and announcers, though adults drive the trains. As evening falls, Budapest transforms into what's often called the Paris of the East. The city's strategic illumination program began in the 90s and now highlights over 100 historical buildings and monuments. Budapest's cultural scene rivals many larger European capitals. The Hungarian State Opera House, opened in 1884, was built to compete with Vienna's and features perfect acoustics in a neo-Renaissance jewel box setting that seats 1,300 people. Budapest has witnessed empires rise and fall, survived occupation and revolution, and emerged as one of Europe's most beautiful and resilient cities. Its history of adaptation and reinvention continues to this day. While we've explored Budapest's magnificent past together, the city continues to evolve. New cultural spaces, innovative architecture, and a vibrant creative scene are writing the next chapter in this remarkable city story. We hope this virtual journey has transported you to the Pearl of the Danube and given you a glimpse of its extraordinary heritage. From its steaming thermal baths to its magnificent bridges, from its imperial splendour to its unique flavours, Budapest rewards the curious traveller with endless discoveries. Until we meet again on another virtual journey, Viszontlátásra. Goodbye from beautiful Budapest.